Hello Mila, hello Jack. Hello everybody else who's watching. Welcome to Storytime with Grandad. Today's book is from Fireman Sam, and it is Fireman Sam Trapped. Station Officer Steele and Fireman Sam were carrying out safety inspections in Pontypandy. At Dillis Price's shop, they checked the fire extinguishers and the electric plugs. Very good, Dillis, said Station Officer Steele, ticking his checklist. Now, where is your smoke alarm? You mean that new-fangled gadget? Sniffed Dillis, pointing to the smoke alarm on the ceiling. Smoke alarms save lives, Dillis, Fireman Sam told her. Excellent, said Station Officer Steele. You've passed the safety inspection. Just make sure and test your smoke alarm regularly. You want to be sure it's working, Sam told Dillis as the two firemen left the shop. Norman arrived home just in time to hear Fireman Sam. His eyes lit up with mischief. Well, my little treasure, Dillis said to Norman, it's almost midday. Time to close the shop for lunch. While Dillis went into the kitchen, Norman crept onto the counter in the shop. I'd better take Fireman Sam's advice and test the smoke alarm, he chuckled. He pressed the button, and the smoke alarm gave out a high-pitched beeping noise. Beep, beep, beep. Oh my, cried Dillis when she heard the smoke alarm. She ran across the road to the cafe where Fireman Sam and Station Officer Steele were carrying out another inspection. Help! My shop is on fire, she wailed. Fireman Sam and Station Officer Steele raced into the shop. But there was no fire. Not a flicker, said a puzzled Station Officer Steele. But something must have set off the smoke alarm. Or somebody, said Sam, as Norman ran outside giggling. It's those new-fangled gadgets, said Dillis, shaking her head in dismay. She went inside to finish cooking lunch. Norman, she called. Norman, my precious, it's time to eat. Dillis sighed. I'd better go and find him. Dillis went outside to look for Norman. But she'd forgotten to turn off the stove. The saucepan of beans began to smoulder, setting off the smoke alarm. Beep, beep, beep. Oh no, cried Dillis. Fireman Sam was in the mess hall sipping tea when Station Officer Steele burst in. There's an emergency, he said. A fire at Dillis Price's shop. I hope Norman's not up to his tricks again, muttered Sam, as he raced towards Jupiter, the big red fire engine. At the shop, the firefighters rushed in with their hoses. They followed the smoke into the kitchen, where they found a burnt pan of beans. I think Dillis's lunch is ruined, said Sam. Yes, well, better safe than sorry, said Station Officer Steele. All the commotion over a burnt pan, said Dillis when the firefighters had gone. She gave a heavy sigh. I've had enough fuss for one day, she decided. I'll put my feet up by the fire and have a nice cuppa. My Norman will have to make his own lunch. Dillis moved the fireguard away from the fireplace and poked the small pile of glowing coals. She picked up the coal shuttle, but it was empty. Oh dear, she said wearily, I shall have to go and get more coal for the fire. Dillis took the coal shuttle downstairs to the cellar and filled it up. That'll do, she said. Just then, a draught blew the cellar door shut. Dillis scurried up the stairs. Oh no, it's jammed, she cried as she struggled with the door. Help, she shouted. I'm trapped. In the lounge, Dillis had forgotten to replace the fireguard, and a hot coal had fallen onto the carpet. The carpet caught fire, setting off the smoke alarm. Beep, beep, beep. Norman was on his way home. He'd gone to the park to play, and now he was hungry. As he entered the shop, he heard a shrill, piercing, beeping noise. "Oh no, that's a smoke alarm," he exclaimed. "I'll phone the fire brigade." A moment later, Jupiter was speeding down Pontypandy High Street towards Dillis's shop. The firefighters raced inside with their hoses. "Stand back, Norman," ordered Station Officer Steele. Inside Dillis's flat, Fireman Sam and firefighter Elvis Cridlington aimed their hoses at the flames in the lounge. Quickly, the two firefighters brought the fire under control, and soon it was out. "Your phone call saved your mum's shop," Sam told Norman, as the firefighters put away their equipment. "By the way, where is Dillis?" he wondered. Suddenly they heard a muffled shout. "She must be in the cellar," said Norman. They ran to the cellar, and Sam pulled the door open to reveal a very dusty Dillis. "Thank goodness you've come," she cried. "I was trapped." When Dillis had recovered from her ordeal in the coal cellar, she invited the fire brigade in for tea. "It was that smoke alarm and young Norman's quick thinking that saved your shop," said Fireman Sam. "Norman's such a treasure," said Dillis. Just then they heard beep, beep, beep. "Great fires of London," Sam exclaimed. "Not again." Norman appeared in the doorway. "False alarm," he giggled. The end. Goodbye, Mila. Goodbye, Jack. I'll see you soon. Goodbye, everybody. Bye.